Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I want to put a special have a good Mother's Day out there for those involved. Uh, Let me begin this meeting officially to order. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meeting of the public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, the State Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Department of Education, Secretary of State's office, and notice has been given to the State House press corps, the Governor's office, and the State Board agenda subscribers. And as a quorum is present, this meeting will now come to order. May I please have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Board Member Barry. May I please have a second? Thank you very much, Board Member Shahada. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. And whereas in order to protect the personal privacy and to avoid situations wherein the public interest might be disturbed, the Open Public Meetings Act permits public bodies to exclude the public from that portion of a meeting at which certain matters are discussed. Now, therefore, be it resolved that consistent with the provision of NJSA 10:4-12B, the State Board of Education will now adjourn to executive session to discuss personnel and legal matters. May I please have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Board Member Barry. May I please have a second? Second. Thank you very much, Board Member Bennett. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. It's unanimous. Any opposed, please say nay. All right. We will be back and reconvene to resume the public portion of our meeting at 10 a.m. So thank you very much, everyone.
Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries and valuable benefits. Be that teacher. Visit teachinspire.nj.gov. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher in New Jersey. You'll help shape the next generation alongside a dedicated community of educators. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries, valuable benefits, and a solid pension plan. So be that teacher. Make an impact. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey. To learn more, visit teachinspire.nj.gov. If you're a teacher, you've had students tell you how much you mean to them. And for everyone who does, more feel that way but may not say it. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You're that teacher to a lot of people. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey. If you're a teacher, you've probably had students tell you how much you mean to them. And for everyone who does, there are more who feel that way but may not say it. You can't know how many, but it's more than you think. Because you've done more than teach. You've inspired. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You're that teacher to a lot of people. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey.
¿Recuerda a aquel maestro que le cambió la vida? Usted podría ser ese maestro en Nueva Jersey. Únase a la comunidad de educadores que ayudará a formar a la próxima generación. Nueva Jersey cuenta con algunas de las mejores escuelas públicas del país, con salarios competitivos, beneficios atractivos y un sólido plan de pensiones. Sea ese maestro. Deje huella. Enseñe, inspire. Nueva Jersey. Visite teachinspire.nj.gov.
Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries and valuable benefits. Be that teacher. Visit teachinspire.nj.gov. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher in New Jersey. You'll help shape the next generation alongside a dedicated community of educators. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries, valuable benefits, and a solid pension plan. So be that teacher. Make an impact. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey. To learn more, visit teachinspire.nj.gov. If you're a teacher, you've had students tell you how much you mean to them. And for everyone who does, more feel that way but may not say it. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You're that teacher to a lot of people. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey. If you're a teacher, you've probably had students tell you how much you mean to them. And for everyone who does, there are more who feel that way but may not say it. You can't know how many, but it's more than you think. Because you've done more than teach. You've inspired. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You're that teacher to a lot of people. Teach, inspire, New Jersey.
¿Recuerda a aquel maestro que le cambió la vida? Usted podría ser ese maestro en Nueva Jersey. Únase a la comunidad de educadores que ayudará a formar a la próxima generación. Nueva Jersey cuenta con algunas de las mejores escuelas públicas del país, con salarios competitivos, beneficios atractivos y un sólido plan de pensiones. Sea ese maestro. Deje huella. Enseñe, inspire. Nueva Jersey. Visite teachinspire.nj.gov.
Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries and valuable benefits. Be that teacher. Visit teachinspire.nj.gov. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher in New Jersey. You'll help shape the next generation alongside a dedicated community of educators. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries, valuable benefits, and a solid pension plan. So be that teacher. Make an impact. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey. To learn more, visit teachinspire.nj.gov. If you're a teacher, you've had students tell you how much you mean to them. And for everyone who does, more feel that way but may not say it. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You're that teacher to a lot of people. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey. If you're a teacher, you've probably had students tell you how much you mean to them. And for everyone who does, there are more who feel that way but may not say it. You can't know how many, but it's more than you think. Because you've done more than teach. You've inspired. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You're that teacher to a lot of people. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey.
¿Recuerda a aquel maestro que le cambió la vida? Usted podría ser ese maestro en Nueva Jersey. Únase a la comunidad de educadores que ayudará a formar a la próxima generación. Nueva Jersey cuenta con algunas de las mejores escuelas públicas del país, con salarios competitivos, beneficios atractivos y un sólido plan de pensiones. Sea ese maestro. Deje huella. Enseñe, inspire. Nueva Jersey. Visite teachinspire.nj.gov.
Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries and valuable benefits. Be that teacher. Visit teachinspire.nj.gov. Remember that teacher who changed your life? You could be that teacher in New Jersey. You'll help shape the next generation alongside a dedicated community of educators. New Jersey has some of the best public schools in the country with competitive salaries, valuable benefits, and a solid pension plan. So be that teacher. Make an impact. Teach, Inspire, New Jersey. To learn more, visit teachinspire.nj.gov.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's a pleasure to see you. The nice weather, we're all so lucky. And for those of you who do celebrate Mother's Day, woo, Sunday. Just saying. I'm doing a lot of something. Microphone's off?
Yeah.
And now it's on. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I would like to reconvene the public portion of our meeting, please. Whereas, consistent with the provision of NJSA 10:4-12B, the State Board will now adjourn from executive session to resume the open session portion of our meeting. May I please have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you very much. I believe that was Board Member Pena. May I please have a second? Thank you very much, Board Member Shahada. We appreciate it. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Jack. Any opposed, please say nay. All right. It's unanimous. We're going to begin. May I please ask Mary Beth Berry to start with the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you, President Goldberg. I pledge
allegiance
to
To the flag,
of the
United States of America,
and to the
to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, Board Member Berry. Okay, so we appreciate those of you who are here in person, and I would like to announce those of you who are here remotely that the State Board meetings are accessible to all of the public and for viewing on department's YouTube channel. I would like to advise that YouTube provides readily accessible language translation options for closed captioning. If you are viewing this simulcast currently, you can use the settings option in YouTube for information regarding subtitles, automatic translations, and closed captionings in multiple languages. I'd like to please ask for those of you who would like to vote on the minutes that occurred April 2nd, 2025 with our last board meeting. All in favor of the minutes that have been posted? Well, I'd like a resolution. I'd like a motion, please, first.
So moved.
So moved, Mary Beth Berry. Second, Board Member Pena. Thank you. All those in favor, please Is there anything first, is there anyone who would like to change anything about them or have anything to say about them? Any comments? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say nay. All right.
Abstain.
All those who would like to abstain, please abstain now. Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Okay. The State Board regarding public testimony today. The State Board will receive public testimony on any educational topic of choice, as this is an open topic public testimony opportunity, as well as testimony on the readoption with amendments of Chapter 8, Standards and Assessments, the amendments of Chapter 9, 9A, 9B, Professional Standards, New Jersey Education Prep Programs, and State Board Examiners and Certification. The State Board members who are staying today are to hear public testimony are Mary Beth Berry, Dr. Ned Johnson, Ahmed Shahada, Jeanette Pena, and myself. So we will be here listening. In June, the State Board will not accept public testimony as there are no topics up for discussion. I would like to introduce our permanent State Board. Is she? I can't say. She's in AP exams. We're wishing her all best of luck. All right. That is never easy. So we'll go on to say that our representative who has been doing a phenomenal job is Anna Paskowitz. She's a senior at Palmyra High School in Burlington County. And we're all wishing her the best of luck with her tests, obviously. Now we'll go ahead and we're going to discuss the resolution in recognition of National Speech Language Hearing Month in New Jersey. I would like to please ask Dr. Claudine Keenan to read the resolution after, if you don't mind. We'll go ahead and hear the resolution.
Thank you, President Goldenberg. Whereas the month of May 2025 is being celebrated as National Speech Language Hearing Month, and whereas the New Jersey State Board of Education recognizes that many students have communication disorders and acknowledges the significance that the ability to communicate plays in building personal and societal relationships as students grow and mature. And whereas National Speech Language Hearing Month is a time to raise awareness about communication disorders and to encourage children and families to receive appropriate screenings and evaluations. And whereas National Speech Language Hearing Month is also a time to acknowledge the hard work of audiologists, speech language pathologists, and speech language and hearing scientists and the contributions they make that remarkably affect the lives of students in New Jersey. And whereas these professionals are invested in serving the needs of students with speech, language, and hearing disorders to foster success in all aspects of their lives by prioritizing effective communication for the highest quality of life. And whereas the New Jersey Speech Language Hearing Association supports students and professionals by its professional development offerings, advocacy efforts, and public awareness campaigns designed to ensure the high quality care is provided, and whereas it is both fitting and proper that special recognition be given to acknowledge May 2025 as National Speech Language Hearing Month, along with commending the New Jersey Speech Language Hearing Association for its role in providing outstanding service to professionals throughout the state of New Jersey now. Therefore, be it resolved that the New Jersey State Board of Education and the Commissioner of Education recognize May 2025 as National Speech Language Hearing Month in New Jersey.
Thank you so much. So we've heard the resolution. I'd like to please ask for a motion to accept it. So thank you, Board Member Bennett. May I please have a second? Mary Beth Berry. Thank you very much. Are there anyone on the board who would like to have discussion about this resolution before we vote? Hearing none, seeing none from our remote members. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Would you like to offer remarks, anyone? Commissioner? Yes, I don't have a list of who. Thank you. Robin Canis, if is Robin here? Oh, hi. Thank you. Yes. And we'd like to ask you to the podium to say a few words. And thank you very much. And I believe Ms. Crutchman isn't here today. Thank you.
Okay, yes, it was quite a trip getting here today from North
Wasn't it a lot
Jersey.
of traffic?
A lot. Commissioner Damer, did I pronounce that correctly? All right. Board President Goldenberg and esteemed board members, on behalf of New Jersey Speech Language Hearing Association, we really appreciate the recognition and accept the resolution. We've worked with the Department of Education for over 30 years. You've seen me here before presenting testimony. And of course, I really want to thank also the Office of Special Education, especially Kristen Gavinelli and the director, Kim Murray, for all of their willingness to collaborate with us on our concerns in order to best serve the children of New Jersey. So thank you very much. And Najisha appreciates it.
Thank you. Stay there.
Okay.
We have something for you.
Want to be official anymore. Okay. Thank you. They don't want to official.
Thank you, sir.
Show me your identification.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the work. Thank you. That's so important. Okay. So now I'd like to let the public know that we're at that time of the year where it's my job to nominate or to appoint a nominating committee. And for next year, I'm very pleased that Mary Bennett, board member Mary Bennett, will serve as the chair for this new committee that operates for 3 months. And with her, working alongside her, is board member Dr. Keenan and board member Jeanette Pena. And so they will get all of the board's thoughts for leadership for the 25-26 year, and they will announce things next month, and the vote is in July. So thank you so much. Also, I would like to speak about the state board calendar announcement. In our agenda is the proposed list of state board meeting dates and public testimony schedule for 2025-2026. Share your thoughts with us. The state board will vote on this resolution June 4th, 2025. So if you have thoughts about this, please write us, let us know anything regarding that. And as far as state board committee reports, we're going to move on in the interest of having our Commissioner Damer go ahead with the meeting at this point. Please, sir.
Thank you so much. And this one is a really exciting agenda item. And I think many of you are aware that this is National Teacher Appreciation Week. So it's fitting that today we're honoring an outstanding teacher. And she is our Milken National Educator Award recipient for New Jersey. The Milken Family Foundation developed this award in 1987 to provide public recognition and unrestricted financial awards of $25,000 each to honor outstanding educators. Since then, the Milken Family Foundation has awarded more than $75 million to more than 3,000 distinguished educators around the country. Milken recipients are obviously exceptional educators, and this is evidenced by their effective instructional practices and student learning results. Educators selected for this award provide models of excellence for the profession generally. Recipients have established themselves as individuals with an engaging and inspiring presence that motivates and impacts their students. Okay. I'm going to start from here. Recipients have established themselves as individuals with an engaging and inspiring presence that motivates and impacts their students, colleagues, and communities. And you'll see that in our awardee from New Jersey. On November 14th, 2024, I was able to do the big surprise, big reveal in New Jersey for Emily Litz. She is an exceptional fifth grade teacher at the Malcolm E. Nettingham Middle School. And just to pause there, very cool backstory on the naming of that school from Tuskegee Airmen, a hero for all of us. So look it up. It's a cool story. And their namesake and their mascot. So this is in the Scotts Plains Fanwood Regional School District. She was awarded $25,000, and I'm going to turn it over, hopefully momentarily, for a video, and you can watch the reveal.
Technology is just one of the many transformations in education that we're focused on in New Jersey schools. But that really comes down to the work of our dedicated teachers, supportive administrators, strong public engagement, and of course the hard work of all the kids here in using that knowledge to bring about change. So together, all of those things bring us to an amazing school community.
In my job, I travel around the whole country visiting schools, and this is our only stop in the state. And we also heard you have great students here at Nettingham. Is it true? Yeah! Research and our own personal experience tell us the single most important education element determining how much you learn in school, it's the quality of the educators you encounter. Think for a moment of all your favorite teachers. The good teachers make a difference. We wish that we could come here and present the Milken Award to all the educators who've helped you. There's one in New Jersey, so we found an individual to represent the excellence of your school, your state, and the country. The Milken Educator Award goes to Emily Litz.
It's so easy to toil away and not think that you're making a difference. You do, and this really proves that.
I don't know anyone who deserves it more. So.
I truly believe that teachers are what create our future. The students in these buildings are who we are creating into adults, and they're going to be the people that one day take care of me. And all I can really ask for is that the kids are becoming good humans, and that's a big line in my class. Let's be good humans.
She's the teacher you remember decades later that made such an impact on you. She's that.
I was lucky to be joined at the assembly by President Goldenberg and member Mary Bennett, as Emily was surprised, obviously, in front of her cheering students, education officials, community leaders, and media. I'm also thrilled that she's here today, and I see her poking her head out right there. I'm now going to turn it over to Dr. Jordan Schiff to walk us through the rest of our ceremony.
Thank you, Commissioner Damer. I am privileged to be here today to honor an outstanding Milken National Educator Award recipient. Today's tribute is about saying to our recipient that we recognize you, we value you, and we thank you. First, I would like to acknowledge our Milken program partners for their dedication to the program. I will be reading the full list, as some may be watching virtually. If any of you are in attendance here, we ask that you stand to be recognized. First, Vincent DeLucia, Educator Specialist at the New Jersey School Boards Association. Vicki Duff, Coordinator Professional Learning at the New Jersey Principals and Supervisors Association. Colleen Eskow, Senior Director of Public Policy at the New Jersey Children's Foundation. Catherine Malone, Chief Development Officer at Junior Achievement USA. Patel Robertson, Secretary, Treasurer of the New Jersey Education Association. Sharon Roseborough, President of the New Jersey Parent Teacher Association. Melanie Schultz, Director of Government Relations at the New Jersey Association for School Administrators. And finally, Taylor Trost, a 2023 New Jersey Milken recipient and an Assistant Principal and Director of Student Activities at Riverside Township High School in the Riverside Township School District. Let's give all of our partners a big round of applause. It is now time to honor our newest Milken National Educator Award recipient, Emily Litz. Before we have her come up and accept her award with her County of Education officials and her district superintendent, I would like to read a short bio so we can learn more about this outstanding educator. Emily Litz created an inclusive, engaging atmosphere where her fifth grade students feel empowered and supported at Malcolm E. Nettingham Middle School. Through tailored lessons and teaching techniques appealing to students' diverse academic needs, she incorporates hands-on, inquiry-based conceptual learning over memorization. Weaving fun into her lessons and curriculum, Emily implements creative ways to capture her students' interests. She transforms her classroom into a wilderness, complete with a campfire, where students share their writing pieces. Emily's math lessons encourage students to reflect on the why behind their use of mathematical strategies to solve problems, while she constantly adjusts her lessons in real time based upon student feedback and understanding. Emily's positive influence extends to professional development, where she volunteers often to share her knowledge and experience utilizing inclusive teaching practices. She demonstrates her instructional and professional leadership through mentorship of fellow educators, contributes to the development of curriculum and pacing guides, and implementation of new programs. With an emphasis on family involvement, she provides weekly updates to parents and shares photos of students participating in classroom activities. Before I call her up, I do want to recognize that no teacher develops their skills, talents, and expertise in a vacuum. Probably the most influential people in a teacher's life are their parents. And today we have both of them here. Would you mind standing up, Emily's mother and father? I would like to call up Emily Litz to accept her Milken National Educator Award and have her photo taken alongside of Union County Executive Superintendent Darrell Palmieri, County Education Specialist Maria Mendez, and her District Superintendent Joan Most. Let's give Emily now a big round of applause. Now just going to pause for a moment to take some pictures. Then we're going to open it up for the state board members to make some comments.
I think how they do it. I've had the opportunity to be at two buildings when they have show. It's great. They come in and it's like, what's going on? We're having a rally. I'm gonna get a check.
Like to just ask Emily just to remain here for a moment. We're going to turn it over to our state board members for any comments, thoughts, questions, Madam President.
When this thought is presented and your joy and the students' reaction to how much they love you, it made me cry because that's what I am so proud of you for bringing to all the students. And I thank you for what you've given of yourself because it was evident. And I think Commissioner Damer, when he said, how many of you have used AI? Do you remember this? And a few kids were like, not me. And he goes, come on. And then all of them. And it was so cute because, you know, they were so comfortable admitting that it's helpful and that you were part of everything they do. So thank you. Thank you.
Good morning. It was a pleasure to be present, to witness you receiving this total surprise. The expression on your face was priceless, and your kids were so, so, so happy, and they cheered, and I know that warmed your heart. So we thank you. We hope that you've been enjoying this, and just keep up the wonderful work.
Just outstanding. There is nothing better than watching an amazing educator, and there's so many, but it's so awesome that your hard work is rewarded and your face is just lights up the room. That was such a fun video to watch, and the kids, you can't make that up. So well done. Keep up the good work. And I think it's infectious. So I think you're a bright light to the profession, and so many other teachers can learn from you as well. So well done.
I think I forgot to mention, many people call this the Oscars for teaching. And so we're in the company of true dignitaries. Jordan kind of talked through this, but what you do in your classroom, I think, really resonates. And not only to all of us hearing what you do, like to bring the outside into the classroom, but it clearly has an impact on students. The entire school, whether they had you as a teacher or not, knew you and they knew about you and what you do. So I think that's amazing and incredible, and it's great to see you again. And good luck with everything. Thank you.
Let's give Emily one more big round of applause. That wonderful honor and distinction. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Board. And let's also give a big round of applause to all of the teachers. This is National Teachers Appreciation Week. In classroom after classroom after classroom, school after school, district after district, state after state, teachers are working very hard to address the individual needs of all of the students in their care. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're just going to pause for 1 minute. As folks, please feel free to step out.
Drive safely.
And with that, we're ready to move on to the items for consideration. The first item A, is appointments. We don't have any appointments this month, so I'm moving right along to agenda item B, certification of school districts. Since the December State Board meeting, the executive county superintendents have finalized 39 NJ CUSAC evaluations for school districts. I'm recommending 2 of them for certification. Mr. Ambrose Duckett, Assistant Commissioner, and Carlos Spates, the Coordinator for the Division of Field Services, are here to respond to any questions you might have.
The districts recommended for certification are Atlantic County, Mainland Regional High School, and in Warren County Vocational Technical School.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments at this time?
I have a comment. We had a really, I thought, a good conversation during executive session about this. I said, and I'll say again in public, I'm losing sleep over this. We have 2 districts out of, and 37 districts scored below 80%. I remember early on in the school year saying, okay, we're going to chip away at this, and we're going to, by the next meeting, by the next review, we're going to start to see that improvement. And I believe in New Jersey's teachers, and we just saw one of the best walk out of here, but she's not alone. There's many teachers that look like that. This is, we're seeing a trend, and it's not getting better yet. And when is it going to get better? And here's the most troubling part to me, is it's in instruction and programming. And when we look at the list, 80%, we have schools that are in the 70s and 60s. That's a problem. So can you just enlighten us in instructional and programming? Is it just based on one test, or are there a number of factors that are going into the IMP score?
The majority of the districts that did not pass the 37 were because of the NJSLS, the performance of the students on the NJSLS. And that's why there's proposed changes for the upcoming year to rebalance the weights and to not lower the standard, but to help with growth model, and the redistribution should help with more districts passing on those indicators. 1 through 7 is what you're referring to. So yes, I think as we see the implementation of the standards, Chapter 30, which we've talked about ad nauseum for the last couple of months, you will see more districts passing. Being certified. Yes.
And at the end of the day, we want to make sure our kids are working instructional and programming. That's the most important part. I mean, absolutely. I certainly want districts to have, be financially sound. But boy, I lose sleep over the fact that, and I'm hoping, yes, we've made some changes to how we're going to, look at that test. I don't want our whole life to be based on just one test. Are the other factors, though, that go into IMP? Are we sure that when we're looking at the numbers and balancing it all out, it's just based on the NJSLA, or are there other red flags that you're seeing?
Primarily, I'm sorry, Commissioner.
So I just wanted, and because there are, I don't know if you remember, so like the first, I think there's 7, I think that expands to 8 maybe under the revision. That's looking just at test scores, and then it's looking at implementation of curriculum and things like this. So it's somewhat, across the board. If you're not implementing curriculum at a high level, this plays out in the test scores. So it's a factor, both of those here. Using kind of our old QSAC model. Again, this isn't implementing the revised version that you've all been discussing as a board. It's primarily looking at raw test scores. And as we move into this next phase, we'll have raw test scores, plus be looking at the growth of students in the district. And I think that's a really important next step to look at the growth. And I'm gonna call you out, Ambrose. You slipped into it, and we talk about pass or fail. This is.
I caught myself, though, Commissioner.
You did.
To respect, I caught myself.
So
We all say it was.
and so it's a little bit of a joke with all of us here in the room, because I bring it up every time, and so I'm going to bring it up again because I've got the microphone, so to speak. This is a continuum, and so when we see those districts in the high 70s, they're very close to getting that high achieving level. This is not a pass fail type situation, and those that are at 77 are just on the cusp of being high performing. And I think that allows us to emphasize our efforts on those areas that just prevented them from achieving that high bar of 80% and focus our energies. And I really do think that as we move forward with this, our new model into next school year, we'll see that.
Yes. Thank you. And Board Member Barry, you have to remember, we're only testing in language arts, math, and science at certain grade levels. You know, there's a ton of subject areas that our teachers are teaching and instructing upon. So this is a small glimpse at what the totality of what makes up schools and education. Social studies is not taken into account. The fine arts are not taken into account, and other areas are not taken into account. And then when you talk about matching the standards with the assessment, the tool, there's a delay in that, and then you have the pandemic. So there's a number of factors that go into where we are now. But as we progress with the changes, we will see more districts that are certified as we move forward. But this is an item of concern, and this is something that we talk about with our partners, with other divisions, and especially with our county partners as they work directly with our school districts. So we share your concerns.
Glad we look at graduation rate and absenteeism, so those are improving as well. And as you know, they're great markers for education. So they are also improving and evident in IEP.
And we had a robust discussion in executive about this, as Mary Beth had indicated. We certainly want to do better and better and better. And with being able to identify subgroups and knowing how to find them, make sure that we're giving them more supports is so important. But I'm speaking out of turn because Dr. Claudine Keenan would like to speak, and then I'll speak more, please.
Absolutely. Thank you, President Goldenberg. And I share with Board Member Berry an interest in making sure that the upcoming rounds are going to reflect more of that growth mindset that we talk about it as educators, but measurement science is itself all about constantly interrogating the system we're using. So we're really looking forward to, and I don't want to speak for Board Member Berry, but we had a great conversation about how changing the way we look at measurements trades off different things and gives us a fuller picture. We're very much looking forward to that and ongoing conversations about the use of assessment snapshots. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other? Yes, ma'am. Board Member Pena, please.
So this is marginally related to what we're discussing, but I just want to know, is there an update on the changes for the NJSLA for next year?
I'm going to defer to the Commissioner.
We're working on getting the contract finalized for the next vendor. So.
Okay, thank you. Because I think that will also have an impact. I'm hoping.
Agreed. You know, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Johnson, next, please.
Thank you. Can you talk a little bit about the supports that are provided in between maybe like a full assessment and an interim review to provide that structure, provide that support in those targeted areas where those districts might just be coming up short of that target mark?
Absolutely. I'll start and then I'll turn it over to Mrs. Spates. But what we do is we work closely with our county partners, especially the ed specialists, who work in concert with the district to make sure that the curricula is tied into the current standards and that not only is it tied in, but that when it's delivered in the classroom, that it's delivered with fidelity. So that takes a lot of time, that takes a lot of effort from the administrators in the district to make sure that what's reflected in the lesson plans ties into the standards, but it is also being delivered with fidelity in the classroom. So we're asking, not just for the scheduled visits, but for the pop-in visits into the classroom to ensure that the standards are being taught, which aligns with the NJSLS, which in turn is the results that we are seeing now. So that relationship, that communication, and that dialogue that happens between the county and the school district, and the school district and the educator is ultimately important and what impacts the scores that you're seeing here. Yes.
Thank you.
Office program staff also work with the ed specialists and the districts directly to formulate improvement in student performance.
And I suspect right now is when districts are beginning to give the spring assessment, correct?
Yes.
So in some of my travels last week, that's what a lot of them were discussing. And I know in my old capacity in schools, it was always a huge
I would have to defer to my partner, Dr. Schiff, who is in teaching and learning. How quickly does this summer?
This summer.
So the timing is important, and I think I know why you're asking that question, because you use data to guide instruction.
Right.
So the sooner we get the results out, the sooner the districts can use that to make decisions about placements for teachers and putting them, as a school analogy, on the right seat of the bus to support our students and moving forward and growing and being able to meet the standards that are set forth.
If I could just add one point, and alluding to Ms. Pena's question before, as we move into next generation assessments, part of the goal of that is to get data back more quickly to help that feedback loop of instruction. So that's something that's very much on our radar and something we're pushing forward as we look ahead to what assessments look like in New Jersey going forward.
And even though we need to constantly try to do more, provide more for our students, it was nice to read yesterday about New Jersey being #1 in the country for public education for pre-K through senior year. And I know we have so much harder work to do, and we're trying so hard, but it was very nice to read that. So I appreciate all of the work of our administration here, our administration in the buildings, our teachers in the buildings, because as much as we're trying to always do so much more than we have done, and that is needed. Look how well we were compared nationally with other states. So bravo to the staff of all the kids and the teachers.
And it's a collaborative effort, and my motto is high standards, high support.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Anybody else have anything else to add? Hearing nothing, I would like to please ask for a motion to accept the Mainland Regional High School in Atlantic County and the Warren County Vocational Technical School. If I'd please ask for a motion to accept these two. Thank you very much, Board Member Pena. May I please have a second? Thank you very much, Board Member Shahada. Any other discussion before we vote? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Thank you. Any opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions due to conflict of interest? Hearing none, we will move forward. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your hard work.
Moving to agenda item C, religious holidays calendar resolution. This is at adoption level. And so I'm presenting today the adoption resolution incorporating a list of religious holidays permitting student absences from school for the 2025-26 school year. The resolution acknowledges that some dates may vary due to differences in the lunar, Gregorian, and Julian calendars. Once adopted, the list of religious holidays will be distributed to school districts and charter schools and will be posted on the department's website. Since the list of religious holidays was first presented for discussion in March, the department received only one comment from a member of the public. And joining us again is Mr. Ambrose Duckett and Mr. Robert Gregory to address any questions you might have.
What was the one comment?
The comment centered around concerns that there were possibly too many religious holidays that were on the calendar.
Thank you. And I believe the reply was that it's up to each local district where they incorporate based on the constituency of their school population and staff, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I don't want the public to think that we are absent all of those holidays. So. All right, thank you. Any other comments about our calendar? Hearing none, I'd like to please ask for a motion. Thank you very much, Board Member Shahada. May I please have a second? Thank you very much, Board Member Berry. Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
You. Any opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions at this time? Hearing none, it's unanimous. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Moving on to agenda item D, resolution to accept funds. Today, I'm pleased to announce the Howell Township Lions Club has generously donated funds in the amount of $400 to the Department of Education's Marie H. Katzenbeck School for the Deaf for the sole use of supporting student activities such as field trips, yearbooks, and student clubs. As we've learned, these need to be accepted by the state board. So Ms. Kathy Ailing is joining us to address any questions you might have.
Any questions? Is 400 enough?
Every little bit helps. So
You're
we
right.
will take any and all donations.
Thank you.
They're put to good use. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Assistant Commissioner Eve. May I have a motion, please? Thank you very much. Board Member Bennett, may I please have a second? Thank you very much, Board Member Pena. Hearing no one asking for more discussion, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions, conflict of interest, please abstain. Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Thank you.
And moving to agenda item E, student transportation. Today, I'm presenting at proposal level, proposed amendment and new rules at Chapter 27, which is student transportation. Chapter 27 establishes provisions for ensuring the safe transportation of students to and from school and school-related activities. The proposed amendment clarifies the rules related to an existing statute and the new rules establishing policies to implement new statutes. Last month, David Corso and Alan Dupree joined us and presented the amendments, and they're here again today to address any questions you might have. Come on up, guys. Don't be afraid. Just one other note, that there were no additional changes come from our last discussion.
Correct, Commissioner. No additional changes. The department received 4 comments on the proposed amendments, none of which were in opposition of the amendments.
Did it, so there were no changes, no
changes.
additional need?
Nope, no
Okay.
changes at all.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Regarding special students who are attending work-based learning activities, structured learning experiences, are they able to be transported by a teacher in a private car, or
Yes,
that is?
yes.
They are.
And this is just adding on to existing rules, so this allows to and from school by a school employee.
To and from school, but in addition, during the school day, if they're going out at 11:30 to go to a work site, are they able to be transported to a work site?
Yeah, so we're not changing any of those rules that already existed there that allow that. This is only adding now where it's to and from school as well.
In addition, okay.
In
I just
addition.
want- I read it. I just wanted to make sure. It's really important to me
Yes.
that I can get young people to work.
Did you want to add anything? Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were.
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you very much. I would like to ask for a motion to accept the proposal for student transportation. Thank you very much, Board Member Pena. May I please have a second? Thank you very much, Board Member Keenan. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, please say nay. Any abstentions at this time? We have one abstention from Board Member Shahada. Thank you, sir. And it passes otherwise. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Moving on to our last agenda item F. And today I'm presenting at second discussion amendments and new rules at chapter 6A9 professional standards and the 6A9 New Jersey Educator Preparation Programs and 6A9B State Board of Examiners, 9, 9A, and 9B. The proposed amendments and new rules will align the three chapters to existing statutes and provide additional clarity to the field. Last month, Assistant Commissioner Ambrose Duckett and Ms. Paula Bloom presented the proposed amendments and new rules and are here again today. Come on up to respond to any questions. Again, no changes since our last discussion, and I don't believe we received any comments.
No comments, but I'd be remiss, and Commissioner, I may get called into the principal's office later today. You know, it's not beyond me to use a public forum to apologize to my wife. Wife is in California now on a work trip, but I need this to be recorded for the record. My wife is in the art industry and she works from home on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I work from home on Thursdays and Fridays. And now there's a little story here that I got injured in a workplace incident from home. Now, the problem is, and Dave Corso, Assistant Commissioner Corso, was a witness to this. My wife and I had some tension because we were both working from home on the same day. She changed her day to Friday. There was some tension. There was a little bit of back and forth. And as I finished my meeting, I was going upstairs to tell my wife what I felt about her changing her day and her reprimanding me for talking so loud and passionately. Now, while I was holding my computer, talking to Assistant Corso on the phone and walking up the stairs from the basement, I missed a step. I fell down. My computer went one way. My glasses went another way. My phone went another way. And all I could yell on the phone to Assistant Corso was, I'll call you back. The humbling part about this is, as I was about to go and redirect my wife, I had to change my stance and ask her for her help because I could not move up the stairs. And I had to scoot bottom first up the stairs. My wife helped me get to the couch.
and then she placed a bag of ice on my knee, hard enough so that it would not come off. So I would like to wish my mother and my wife and all the mothers here a happy Mother's Day. And like to apologize to my wife, as she is hopefully listening to this, because as always, I was wrong. With that being said,
Not presenting the comic relief agenda item. So this is on the nines. Thank you.
this is chapter 9. Last month, we presented the proposed amendments, and
I've known you a long time. I'm just gonna ask, how long have you been married?
18 years this past April.
Thank you. TMI again. Go ahead.
And hopefully we make it to 19 based on my behavior and actions. Are there any questions? I'm just about this about chapter 9.
Chapter 9.
There were no public comments, so we're happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a
Dr.
comment.
Keenan.
Just a comment. Thank you, President Goldenberg. I'd like to thank the department for promulgating regulations that really do help the teacher preparation field, particularly in opening more pathways and reducing more barriers to entering. We completely support all of the department's continued efforts at ensuring rigor and preparation at the end, but removing the barriers at the beginning was extremely important to the field. So the absence of comments, I think, speaks volumes. Everybody approves. They're just too busy to tell you how welcome these regulations are. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Thank you. Anybody else at this time? Hearing none, we'll go ahead with our meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
And that concludes all of our agenda items. Turn it back over to Board President.
Thank you very much. Again, I want to thank everyone for their passion to engage students, help them do more, have more abilities, help them have much more in regards to opportunities. And we appreciate everything that's being done. We look forward to seeing everyone next month. And in the meantime, I'd just like to announce one of our board members is getting married this month. Board member Shahada. And just want to give you all of our congratulations since we're being so. Yeah. Ambrose will help you all through. Remember this. That's right. Thank you. Without any further ado, may I have a motion to adjourn, please? Thank you very much. I believe I heard Board Member Pena yell at the loudest. Second, please. Second. Thank you very much, Board Member Bennett. Everyone have a great month. And don't forget your moms on Sunday. Thank you.
Yeah.